like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in it. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Bad man when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions when I.
Go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready? 6. Mike, 56 right there. 6. Off the run. Check. Hey, check 24.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
56, Mike, 56. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check 99. Whoa. Check 43.
Brissett on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Switch it.
On the toss, Mixon. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Watch the twist. 56. Mike, 56. Mike. 56.
On play action, Brissett. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Check. Watch twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Yellow. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Hey, Ridley.
They'll run it here with Pirine. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Man, I got you. Whip. Yellow. Watch the whip. Slam. Attack.
They'll try the left side. Croner gets around him. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Pirine. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
58 right there. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Switch.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Brissett. Looking deep for Hilton. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play that time for the Colts. 59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Joe Mixon. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
You got motion or fix. Hatchet.
From the 29, Mahomes flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Telvin Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski. Maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
They go play action with Brissett. Forced out to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to... The 10.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. And the Colts 1st down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's the fullback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
To try again after the sack. Brissett looking deep here for Ebron. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They toss to Mixon. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And able to find Conley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Watch the screen.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they run with Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Mixon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Frank Reich here on 4th down is ready to try for 3. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now P-Ryan. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
59 mark, check.
Mahomes now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Telvin Smith. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brissett going up top. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Brissett. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Brissett again. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Attack!
They'll try the left side. Crowder. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Let's put that team on the bus. Exit. Come on. 58. Come on.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic. 43. 43. Watch the slap.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Buying time. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Throwing now is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Switch. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Watch 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Oh, man. Oh, kill.
Brissett. Now he steps away. And he'll find Hall. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll run with Mixon, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Darius Leonard in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. They'll try and throw for it here. And going deep for Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the the whole offensive line being involved. Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Again, it's Mixon. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. 7 yards there and a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice, safe throw, and a good one.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. 61, matchbox, right.
On first down, Mahomes. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. Crowder. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Crowder. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamison Crowder. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back to Mixon on first down. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down now. It's Mack, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll run with Mack. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Rock it. Check 26, check 26. Check. Hey, stand off.
On first down, Mixon. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
30 base. Shit. 80 weapons.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mahomes now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Watch QB drop.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Darius Leonard, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Dancing to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well-coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Check 31, check 31. Hey,
Yellow.
I got motion.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Forced out to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mixon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Croner. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
15. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 59.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now here's Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Mahomes now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Kill! Right on these two. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go.
Mahomes going to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and never an easy thing to come into Arrowhead and get the victory. One of the toughest places to play in the league, but